Former President Goodluck Jonathan has called for greater accountability among Nigeria's political elite, urging citizens to reject wrongdoing in governance. Speaking in Abuja at the launch of two security-focused books authored by former Inspector General of Police Solomon Arase, Jonathan emphasized that Nigeria's political leaders would act responsibly only when the people demand better. Let's now join Clevis Gloria Atta for details.
Elections are the hallmarks for democracy in any society, as they serve the purpose of peaceful transition of one administration to another and represent the will of the people. Although Nigeria has maintained periodic elections since 1999, the credibility of these elections have often raised concerns among observers as they are occasionally marred by several irregularities, including ethno-religious violence and contentious politicking, such as vote buying, falsification of results, and overvoting. Speaking at the public presentation of two books titled Election and Internal Security Management, authored by the former Inspector General of Police, Solomon Arase, in Abuja, Nigeria's former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, decried the state of electoral processes in Nigeria, noting that the situation remains unchanged because the society enables and celebrates those who engage in corrupt practices and stressed the need to change the narrative.
I believe one day we all Nigerians will say we no longer accept the wrong thing. And the day we all collectively say we will no longer accept the wrong thing, we, the political class, will behave normally. People must reject us if we behave wrongly. Maybe one day we will have two big buildings in Abuja where we will have places where we put pictures of people, even if they are dead, and say these are the people who really messed up this country. So that their grandchildren will come and know that their grandfathers were part of the problems of the country.
When we talk about election, it depends on the human being that is involved. If the right person is involved, we have free and fair election. But if people decide that we have to leave off the situation we have, where we have become a crime scene, and we are chasing criminals, the criminality will start from the politicians doing the right thing. If we want to talk about security, talk about anything, when we stop stealing as public officers, the children and all those criminals will equally learn from us. And as policing, we would even do their work better. Election policing is easy if we have people who are not ready to steal the elections.
In his address, former Inspector General of Police Solomon Arase said the theme of the book focuses on the need to showcase Nigeria's endowments, strengthen networks, and also galvanize intellectual capacity to improve the country's democracy.
Beyond the critical driving role of the Independent National Electoral Commission, the quality of the legal framework and the governing the democracy process, the conducts of political actors, the professional outputs of the police, and the extended policing family within the democratic space remains a fundamental variable in our democratic journey. The impact of the assumption is that far from our democracy to thrive, the security governance element must be effective. This requires that the police and other complementary security agencies must be mentally mobile to act with knowledge of not just the laws of democracy, but to have the critical thinking and intellectual robustness needed to guarantee that they understand well enough the democratic space they police.
Elections are not wars, and polling stations are not war zones. Security must therefore be handled accordingly, with the police leading the way, so as not to create a sense of panic among the citizenry. That said, This is a good book. The contents are rich and well articulated. It is a must read for students in our police and other security agencies training institutions that undertake electoral security duties.
As a matter of legal and political science analysis, one of the key elements that qualifies Nigeria to be described as an independent entity in the Community of Nations is the ability to maintain a sustainable social order or internal security within her borders.
Highlight of the event was the formal launch of the books titled Readings on Election Security Management and Selected Readings in Internal Security Management, as well as goodwill messages from invited guests. Gloria Atta reporting for Clearview News.